Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well, and it's a video that I have been wanting to do and trying to do for quite some time now, but it felt like every single time I was about to release it, Napoli would release another shirt. As it currently stands, they have 11 outfield shirts that have been released, and I thought, you know what, let's just release the video. If they release another shirt, I can do an update video, easy peasy content. So I think it's best that we step back a little bit and go back in time to when Kappa first signed with Napoli, which was the 15-16 season, and of course that partnership ran until the end of last season. Now, when I look back at some of the shirts that they released, I'll admit they're not the most inspiring, at least in my opinion. I do love Kappa as a manufacturer, but a lot of them were kind of just like, yeah, standard styles. I actually own the away shirt from the 15-16, and it's probably one of my least favourite shirts that I own. Taking into account that it is just grey, which is not the greatest colour of a football shirt, specifically if it's just that, it is exceptionally tight. Now, I like a tight fitting shirt, no problems, but it is so tight. It's player issue. I think I only bought it because of the price. It was quite cheap. If I had to pick any of the Napoli shirts that had been released through Kappa, it would have been the 18-19 season. You know, when they had, I think, was it a tiger graphic on the front that was sort of hidden in sort of like a shattered glass design? I thought that was pretty cool, but considering I didn't even buy that to replace my other one, kind of suggests that I was not all that excited about any of them really. And Napoli, they are going to have a problem with regards to shirts naturally because they have two main sponsors on the front, and if you play in any European competition, UEFA say no, you can only have one primary sponsor on the front and then one on the back. So what they have to do is remove one of them, which is usually left with the Lette sponsor, which is fair enough, rules are rules. But they release that shirt for people to buy, but usually what they do is they can kind of change it a little bit. So say for instance they have, I don't know, a white band running across the shoulders, it might now be navy, or on occasion they might just change the Kappa logo from white to the vault colour, which I think is a bit silly. If you're going to be buying a football shirt and the difference is between one and the other is one less sponsor and a lighter yellow colour Kappa thing, I think, that's a bit cheeky. Now, if I was just going to buy one of them, I probably would go for the European one because one sponsor is generally better than two. It is quite cramped, to be honest, and I think Napoli would do best if they actually did remove one of those sponsors permanently, but I think they kind of like it because they know that they can get a little bit extra money from the additional sales. So that's one thing that they will always have, at least for as long as they play in Europe. Now, if we fast forward to the final season they had with Kappa, I feel like they were testing the waters a little bit with regards to what's happened this current season. So they released their home, away and third shirts, which I think is fair enough. Most fans these days know that certainly with the bigger teams, you're going to be getting a new home, away and third shirt every single season. There are still clubs out there that just have home and away shirts every season, and that's it, which I think is pretty cool. And there are teams that have third shirts, which are literally just the away shirt from the previous season rolled over, which I think is a smart way of doing it. However, with the bigger teams, you're going to get third shirts, and they're going to be brand new ones, which, okay, that's fair enough. Then they released a fourth shirt, which of course was the Maradona Napoli shirt. Now, I don't think anybody can begrudge them doing this, partly because, of course, that was the year that Maradona passed away. And Maradona for Napoli is Napoli for the most part. It is the icon. He is the most important player. So to release a tribute shirt like that, no one's going to complain, especially one that was such well put together, a combination of Napoli and Argentina. Very, very nice. When it was released, everyone was very pleased with that. No problems. Then fast forward a bit of time, and then suddenly they release another shirt, which is a Marcello Burlon kit. Who is that guy? Well, exactly. He's an Argentine fashion designer who's now based in, I think, Naples. And he's famous for his shirts, which has like a bird that runs across the chest and around the neck. And that's literally what Napoli did. They copied that and released it for a football shirt. They actually did wear the shirt, which is fair play to Napoli, because some of these clubs, like for instance, the Mantle and Massa Atletico Mineiro shirt, which I have, that one never saw light of day. It was never played. At least Napoli play in their special edition shirts, which is something, I guess. Now, this special edition shirt was only limited to 1,000 units. It sold out in minutes. And I think when Napoli saw that, they went, okay then, now we know we can do this more often. So they released that shirt, rolls around, Kappa deal is over. Turns out that they're partnering with Emporio Armani, and everybody's like, oh my god, including myself, This is the perfect opportunity. What is going to happen? One of the most influential fashion designers currently around is going to be in charge of the Napoli shirts. I was like, I can finally get a chance to replace my 15-16 shirt. This is going to be amazing. What is it going to be? Everyone's floating around with rumours. What's it going to be? They released the home shirt, the away shirt, and then a fourth shirt. And I looked at them, I was like, are they just like Kappa shirts? Like last seat Kappa shirts? Are they just Kappa shirts? And it wasn't just me who thought that. Everyone was like, hang on a minute, they are just Kappa shirts. And that's when rumours started floating around. Are they just getting them made in the Kappa factory? Are they just literally just sticking on the EA7 logo? What's happening? And then articles were released, tough-footy headlines started talking about it. And then the club had to come out and say, categorically, these shirts are not being made by Kappa. They're actually going to be done by a separate company, which is, I believe, Onus, which is a Swiss sportswear company, which I think they have ties with other manufacturers. Maybe that should be another video I should do. Quite interesting, that is. And, of course, they are designed by Emporio Armani. And it was like, okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. And then some Kappa experts came out and said, well, they've clearly taken heavy inspiration from Kappa, which you can see. And it's like, well, why would they do that? It's like, okay, so what are you going to do? We're going to just do last season shirts. Oh, you're going to do anything different? Yes, we are going to do something different. What is it? We're going to raise the price. €125 a piece for the shirts. Any shirts, €125. Good. Anyway, of course, they have the European versions because they have to, so remove the sponsor. What they've done for the European ones this time is they've put gold trims everywhere. So where it wasn't gold, it is now gold. Apart from the away shirt, because that already has gold trims. So that one is just literally one sponsor less. So that's good change. Though when I did look on their store to buy, that wasn't available. So maybe that wasn't available for fans, though. Maybe it has been, I don't know. Obviously, I can only refer to what it is now. Well, when I mentioned it, I said the home, the away, and the fourth. Where's the third? Well, they did have a leak of the third. It was like a rubbish composite mock-up of it. And to be honest, when I saw it, I was like, that's the best one. That had flames all over it. It looked really cool. When this is going to get released, I can't wait for this one to be released. Anyway, more of that coming soon. Fast forward a bit of time, it comes to Halloween. That massive footballing event of Halloween. Hang on a minute. Napoli have released a football shirt for Halloween. The world's first ever Halloween themed, inspired football shirt. And it's just covered in spiderwebs, cobwebs everywhere. And I won't deny that when I saw it, I thought, that's pretty cool. I thought, someone who does YouTube, I could do a video on it. I could put it in the background when it's Halloween. Special edition. It was limited to 1,926 pieces, which is the year of the founding of the club. Pretty cool. Again, €125. And again, sold out immediately. Gone. I was like, okay, that's fine. Fast forward a bit more time. And look who's back. It's Maradona. For some reason he's back, but not once. He's back 3 times this time. It's the same shirt, just a different colour set. It has a graphic of his face, and then I think it has his thumbprint or something over the front of that. And that's really all it is. And again, I'll admit, it looks cool. It's nice. But it's so unnecessary. 1 of them is unnecessary. 3 is ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous? Not €125, €150 they're charging this time. Increase the price. But guess what? Everything's sold out. Once again, all 3 versions, all gone. Is that good? Okay then. So fast forward time again. We enter January. January, halfway through the season, by the way. It's time to release the 3rd shirt, isn't it? Of course it is. January. Not really the 3rd shirt at this point. 11th shirt. So releasing the 3rd shirt. And it is that flame shirt. It's the shirt that they had released in the mock-up. Looks really, really cool. I'm like, yes. That will absolutely be something that can replace the one I have. But again, €125. You throw into the fact that I'm going to have to possibly pay shipping. Maybe, I hope I don't have to pay shipping at that price. Then possibly have to pay some import because that's quite a lot of money, especially if they market at that. So it might end up costing me about €150, which is a lot of money to spend on a football shirt. As cool as it may look, it is not going to happen. And that's ridiculous. So if I look at the website right now to buy, they have 9 outfield shirts. They don't have a couple of European ones. Most of them are sold out already, the special edition ones. If you would have bought one of each of those, excluding the goalkeeper shirts, by the way, which obviously you can buy, you'd have spent €1,200 on football shirts, just for one club. And I'm willing to bet there's somebody out there that's done that, maybe 1 or 2. And there's some people from Naples who have the money, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to spend your money on that and you can afford to do it, go ahead. I love that. It'd be a great collection to have. But things are getting so expensive for football fans. You're a regular football fan. It's so difficult to firstly get the tickets in the first place because you've got to wait forever. Then you've got to pay a massive premium to get the tickets. Then you've got to pay a premium to have the merchandise, especially if you're having to buy God knows how many shirts, if that's what you want to do. Then you throw into the fact that other things like the cost of transportation, whether you drive a car, you go by public transport, the food and drink that you get at the stadium, it's so expensive. People are getting priced out left, right and centre, especially for these big super clubs. And I look at them and I think there's no way that they can't go another 4 or 5 months without releasing another shirt. There absolutely will be another one released. And it probably is something that's not related to the club. It's not related to any achievement or centennial event or anything that's from the past. It'll just be a random connection to something that's another fashion designer or something that's just nothing to do with football. And it'll be limited again. And it'll get sold out again. Which is, the club will say, well, if you don't want it, you shouldn't buy it. But yeah, I thought I'd do a video. It's just, I don't want it to be a thing. If Chelsea started releasing many shirts every season, I've not even bought any of the fourth shirts. When they released a special Champions League shirt this season, doesn't even register on my. It doesn't interest me. I'm happy with the 3 shirts. It's already expensive. Let's just not take the mickey out of the fans. We're there to support the team. We're not a commodity that you can just buy. It's not just Napoli. It happens with other teams, PSG, etc. But, we can't let this happen, because otherwise every other team will do it and it's just too much going on. But that's my opinion. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think? I probably suspect most of you are in the same camp. Do any of you actually own any of these Napoli shirts from this season? I've not seen anybody with any of these shirts, especially limited edition ones, because they are so limited, quickly sold, and the prices were so expensive. They're probably still all in Italy, to be honest, because the shipping alone would probably discourage you from doing it. But yeah, anyway, that was a little bit of a rant, sort of, but just an update on Napoli. I look forward to releasing the update and second update to this video throughout the rest of the season. As always, have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.